actually feels like deja vu. I feel like it was just the other day where I did a video about the access course to nursing, and now we are back again with another one, which is the access course to medicine. So we literally bagged another one, guys. I'm not using the diploma. I've got no plans in using the diploma. That is the most important thing. Like, did you get an interview while you were still going through the course? Because that's really what everybody really wants to know. There are people who did the course who have not gotten spaces into medical school. When I received my unconditional offer for graduate entry medicine, the time I was doing the course, I was literally sitting there and I was thinking to myself, what am I still doing here? So from my point of view, it was a waste of my whole 9 months. It was a waste of money. It was a waste of time. I could literally be out there working, doing all the shifts possible as a registered nurse. However, I am here sitting in this class doing a course that I will not need anymore. However, I could have not predicted that this is the way it's going to go. Problem in all the feeling. Make you try to enjoy. Make you dance like Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me once again back onto my channel. My name is Belinda, and if you've not already subscribed, please don't forget to press the subscribe button as well as turn on your notification bell so that you get a notification every time I upload. So guys, as you read from the title of this video, guys, today I am here with my final thoughts on the access course to medicine. I know this video is long overdue because there was a number of you asking me, Belinda, how is it going with the course? So in this specific video, guys, it's various things that I'm going to be discussing just to give you guys some sort of pointers, okay? I'm going to be discussing everything that you really need to know about the access course to medicine that will be beneficial to you guys to some extent, okay? I'm also going to talk to you guys about my own personal experience. I'm going to talk to you guys about whether the course is worth doing, especially if you are looking into getting into the medical program. I'm going to talk to you guys about obviously getting an interview for medical school, because that is the core, that is the most important thing. Like, did you get an interview while you were still going through the course? Because that's really what everybody really wants to know. And in addition to that, guys, I'm also going to briefly touch on me obviously starting to work full-time as a registered nurse while completing the course, okay? So I'm going to discuss all those bits and bobs just in case you are contemplating that you want to do medicine and you want to go through this specific route or route. I'm going to discuss that as well in this specific video. So we're going to discuss quite a number of things in this specific video, so I just want you guys to take note of that. And for those who are not very patient, I have left timestamps down in the description box below, so you can literally just jump to the section that you want to jump to get a clearer understanding. But for now, guys, these are the pointers that we are going to be discussing in this specific video. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Now, just a quick disclaimer again, if you are new to my channel, just because you did the access course to medicine does not mean that you are going to get entrance into medical school. It just doesn't work like that, okay? Various medical schools take various access course to medicine from various institutions or colleges, if that makes any sense. So for instance, with me, I did my access course to medicine in Brighton. So just because I did my access course to medicine in Brighton does not necessarily mean that I will get accepted into certain medical schools, because some medical schools will not accept the access course from Brighton. They will accept the access course from another college, okay? So just because you did the access course to medicine does not necessarily mean that you will get entrance into medical school. So bear that in mind if you are planning to apply for the course, because believe you me, there are people who did the course who have not gotten spaces into medical school. So for instance, with us, there were 25 students in our class and only 21 of them got in. Okay, so 21 got admission into medical school. 4 of them did not get any admission. Okay, it all depends on various factors such as your marks, how much did you get for the assessments throughout the access course, as well as how you did in your interview, as well as how you did in your medical entrance exam. So for example, if you did the BMAT, the GAMSAT, etc, etc. I still got a couple of videos coming out in regards to my GAMSAT and BMAT experiences, so I'm going to have that in a different video. So first things first, the reason I personally did the access course to medicine, guys, is because I wanted to get onto the medicine program and I didn't have any A levels. Now, if you are looking into getting into medical school, like for myself, for instance, then this is definitely the route for you to go through, okay? So in regards to the intensity of the course, guys, is very intense. You guys may have noticed that I haven't really been consistent per se on my YouTube channel, mainly because of this course, okay? Every time I thought I was going to do a video, I've had deadlines. Every week there's just something that's due. Okay, so that is the reality of doing the course. I don't really want to say that it is easy, because it's not. I personally feel like the access course to nursing was more easier. My whole nursing degree was more easier than this access course to medicine, in my personal opinion and my personal experience. Out of my whole 6 years of education, this is literally the hardest course I've done. Okay, and it is very time consuming, so you really have to bear that in mind when you are undergoing this course, that this course is really intense. And if you do plan to work full-time, guys, be prepared. So for instance, with me, when I first started the course, I wasn't actually working per se. I think I only started working earlier this year. So when I started the course last year, September, October, November, December, I wasn't actually working. I started working in January. The reason for why I started working was, at that point in time, my UCAS application has already been sent through, and out of all the 4 medical schools options that we could apply for, which once again I'm going to have a whole video out for that, I only applied to 1 undergraduate medicine. Okay, so the rest of the 3 were graduate entry medicine. Okay, so this course was mainly tailored for that specific medical school. Stupid, I know. But overall, bearing in mind at that point in time when I started working full-time, was because I already got invited for an interview for one of my graduate entry medicine places. So at that point in time, I just couldn't care less anymore, because I was just like, okay, Belinda, it is what it is. If you get space into this graduate entry medicine, this access course to medicine in my situation did not hold any value anymore, if that makes any sense. So I literally got an unconditional of 4.5 months prior to the course ending. So that's quite a long time still that I could actually have left and, you know, done other things that are of greater value to me at that point in time. So at that point in time, I was contemplating whether I should leave the course or not. I just told myself, Belinda, it is okay. Just sit there and complete the course, you know. And I thought to myself, well, at the end of the day, I've already paid the money, so I might as well see it to the end. Immaterial whether I'm going to use the course or not. So from my point of view, it was a waste of my whole 9 months. It was a waste of money. It was a waste of time. However, I could have not predicted that this is the way it's going to go. Now, let's go through the structure of the access course to medicine. So basically, the access course to medicine, guys, is divided into 4 main subjects, guys, which is biology, mathematics, physics, as well as chemistry. Those are the 4 subjects that you will be covering. So you will be covering A-level content, okay, in a short period of time. And as soon as you think you've grasped something, then you are moving on to the next topic or the next assessment. So you can't linger too long on one assessment or one topic per se. Now, for me, it was a bit hard at the beginning, because when we were given an assignment or an assessment, I would really go into detail to try to find out every single information about that. So for example, in regards to medical chemistry, if we were given an exam, I would attempt to study everything, and it's just not possible. You cannot possibly study everything under that medical chemistry topic in a short period of time, because before you know it, once you've grasped that, you're moving on to the next. So the way I did it is I just studied the important things on that topic, like the things that I know could possibly come up in the exam. Okay, medical chemistry, what is the foundation of medical chemistry? So for me, it was just a matter of cover the basic, the important things that you need to know about that specific topic, cover it and you'll be fine. Don't cover unnecessary information, don't ask yourself unnecessary questions, just keep it moving. And that's basically how I studied throughout the course. For me, the course was a bit different. I really had to adapt and adjust to the way of my studying methods. I had to readjust my study methods, because the way I studied for my nursing degree and the way I studied for the access course to nursing, I could not study that way for the access course to medicine, because it was too intense. So I had to adopt a fast study method, okay? Something that's like, study the important foundations of each subject or topic you were given, and that's it. Don't go in too much details when it comes to the content. Just keep it simple, okay? Which was quite hard for me at the beginning, because it's like, but I want to know why and how come it's like this, and don't worry about that. So most of the resources and most of the books that I got are A-level chemistry, biology, physics, as well as mathematics books, which really helped me throughout the course because they set the foundation for all of these specific subjects, if that makes any sense. So mainly, once again, I'm going to talk to you guys about how many days a week I attended the college. So for me, it was 3 days a week. Okay, so that means that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, those are the days that I could actually work. Sometimes I was unable to attend the access course to medicine classes, mainly because they had me down at work. Okay, so I had to be off sick, but that was rare. I wasn't absent, that's the correct word. I wasn't absent as much as I thought I would be, because at that point in time I spoke to my employer and requested for flexible working days, if that makes any sense. So although I did the odd Tuesday or the odd Wednesday, it wasn't something that's going to affect my absent rate, if that makes any sense. Okay, so in my previous video I did explain to you briefly, guys, how we were marked. So when you are doing the access course to medicine, guys, it is very important, very important that you do pass on a distinction level. Okay, unfortunately, this is one of the courses that most medical schools require you to have distinctions in regards to your assessments. So if you are getting passes and merits and passes, unfortunately the reality is that you will not get into medical school. Okay, so if you are undergoing the access course to medicine and your first assessment is passes or merits, my advice is to pull up your socks and get on with it, because you will not, once again, let me rephrase, you will not get admission into medical school. So keep that in mind. Okay, in regards to redoing the assessments to get a distinction, it's just not possible. If you ain't gonna get the distinction the first time around when you are given the assessment, that's unfortunate, because it's just unfortunate. It's one of those things. So basically, like I said at the beginning of this video, when I received my unconditional offer for graduate entry medicine, I accepted it. So I never thought that I would get an offer for graduate entry medicine, never mind an unconditional offer. So basically, the access course to medicine has not or did not play any sort of role in me getting my admission for graduate entry medicine. For me, my graduate entry medicine for Nottingham was mainly based on my nursing degree. It was based on my GAMSAT score, as well as my, I wouldn't really say personal statement per se, because they don't really take personal statement into account, but maybe because of the way I performed in my interview as well. So basically, this diploma was irrelevant to me obtaining my unconditional offer for graduate entry medicine. So we literally managed to bag another one, guys. I have received the access course to health medicine diploma. I managed to put it in a frame. Okay, so we're gonna put this to the wall of fame somewhere up here. Okay, I'm not using the diploma. I've got no plans in using the diploma, but who could have anticipated that it was going to turn out like this? So for me, at this point in time, I would advise anybody, literally I would advise anybody to do the access course to medicine if you are looking into getting into medical school, but you don't have the A-levels or you don't have an undergraduate degree. My undergraduate degree, guys, saved me. It has saved me, and I didn't think it would. Not because I didn't do well. I already got a first class in my nursing, but at that point in time, the COCO was a GAMSAT exam. But anyway, we managed by the grace of God. So I'm gonna have a separate video in regards to how I managed to study for the GAMSAT as well as the PMAT. So guys, basically that is all I wanted to discuss in this specific video. The next couple of videos coming out, guys, I do have tips and advice in regards to how I chose my medical schools. I also talk about the GAMSAT and BMAT experience and why I didn't take the UCAT. So we're still going to talk about that. If you've got any questions, please don't forget to comment that down below, and I will hopefully get back to you. But for now, guys, this brings me to the end of my video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye.